Hello, Immortal News family, and welcome back to our channel. In the last 24 hours, we have received the somber news of the passing of extraordinary talents, and today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Before we start, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you. Number 7. Eileen Bennett once said, "Every role is a chance to tell a story that lingers in the heart." Her performances did just that, captivating audiences across stage and screen. She passed away peacefully at 105, leaving behind a legacy that defined an era of British film and theatre. Born in London, she trained at RADA before stepping into the spotlight as a model. Her film debut came in 1939 with The Outsider, and soon after she starred in Trunk Crime. By the early 1940s, she had become a celebrated actress, with critics hailing her as Britain's new screen star for roles in Much Too Shy and Thursday's Child. Beyond the screen, Bennett embraced television, briefly serving as an announcer in 1939. Her willingness to explore new territories in entertainment set her apart. Whether in film, television, or theater, her presence was unforgettable. During World War II, she married Thomas Hammond West Jr., and together they raised 2 sons, including actor Nicholas Hammond. As a mother and mentor, she inspired not just her family but aspiring actors who admired her craft. Throughout her long life, Bennett remained passionate about storytelling. Her ability to portray emotion with grace and depth ensured she would always be remembered. Her son Nicholas shared, "She brought warmth, strength, and elegance to every role, and our lives." Tributes continue to pour in from fans and colleagues, honoring the woman whose artistry shaped British film history. Eileen Bennett's legacy endures through the stories she told, the characters she embodied, and the generations she inspired. Tributes to Eileen Bennett. Number 6. Her presence lit up every scene, and her warmth touched everyone she met. These words from a former colleague capture the essence of Marged Esli, a beloved Welsh actress whose impact on stage and screen will never be forgotten. Marged passed away at the age of 75, leaving behind a career that spanned over 5 decades. Born on a farm in Gwalchmai, Anglesey, she carried the heart of Wales in everything she did. Her most iconic role as Nancy Furlong in the long-running Welsh-language soap opera made her a household name. She brought depth, humor, and authenticity to the character, making Nancy one of the most cherished figures in Welsh television history. Beyond that role, Marged appeared in critically acclaimed films such as Very Annie Mary and A Way of Life, and was featured in the television series His Dark Materials. She had a gift for embodying characters with honesty and emotion, and her performances resonated deeply with audiences. But Marged's legacy extends far beyond the screen. She was known for her generosity, kindness, and unwavering support for young Welsh actors. She believed in nurturing talent and preserving Welsh language storytelling, ensuring that future generations could share their voices with the world. News of her passing has sparked an outpouring of tributes from fans, colleagues, and the Welsh arts community. Many have described her as a mentor, a friend, and a woman who brought warmth to every room she entered. She is survived by her family, who take comfort in knowing her influence will live on through the stories she helped tell and the people she inspired. Marged Esli's passion, dedication, and love for her craft made her a true legend in Welsh entertainment. Though she is no longer with us, her presence will always be felt in the characters she brought to life and the lives she touched. Tributes to Marged Esli. Number 5. The best players don't just play the game, they change it. Slick Watts did just that. A defensive force and a selfless leader, He left an unforgettable mark on basketball and the city of Seattle. He passed away at age 73, leaving behind a legacy that stretches far beyond the court. Undrafted but unstoppable, Watts earned his place in the NBA through sheer determination. Joining the Seattle Supersonics in 1973, he quickly became a fan favorite. In the 1975-76 season, he made history by leading the league in both assists and steals, an achievement that earned him a spot on the all-defensive first team. His signature shaved head and tilted headband became a trend, but his true impact came from his leadership and relentless energy. Watts didn't stop giving back when his playing days ended. He devoted himself to teaching and mentoring young athletes in Seattle, coaching basketball and inspiring students at local elementary schools. His influence on and off the court earned him the NBA's J. Walter Kennedy Citizenship Award in 1976. Seattle honored him in 2007 by naming him to the Supersonics' 40th anniversary team, a testament to the love and respect the community had for him. Following the news of his passing, tributes poured in from fans and former teammates. The Supersonics organization stated, "Slick Watts was a beloved figure in Seattle sports history, known for his incredible skills on the court and his dedication to the community. Watts is survived by his family and the countless lives he impacted. His memory will live on through his contributions to basketball and the generations he inspired." Tributes to Slick Watts. Number 4. Records can be broken, but legends live forever. Ken Hall, affectionately known as the Sugar Land Express, left a lasting impact on football that continues to inspire generations. His unparalleled high school career set a standard few could match, and his influence on the game remains strong today. A Texas native, Hall became a household name with his electrifying performances at Sugar Land High School. From 1950 to 1953, he shattered national rushing records, some of which stood for nearly 6 decades. His 11,232 career rushing yards, his staggering 32.9 points per game in 1953, and his 38 100-yard games cemented his place in sports history. Hall's dominance wasn't limited to high school. He went on to play college football at Texas A&M under the legendary Paul Bear Bryant before pursuing a professional career in the Canadian Football League and later the NFL. His ability to return kickoffs with speed and precision made him a standout, including a record-setting performance with the Houston Oilers. Beyond the field, Hall was known for his kindness and unwavering work ethic. His contributions to football were recognized with his induction into the National High School Hall of Fame and the Texas High School Football Hall of Fame. In 2000, his legacy was further honored with the introduction of the Ken Hall Trophy, awarded to the top high school football player in the country, ensuring his name would never be forgotten. Ken Hall passed away at the age of 87. His loss is felt deeply by those who admired his talent, character, and contributions to the sport. Fans, former players, and colleagues have shared tributes, remembering him not only for his records but for the humble and hard-working man he was. As one heartfelt tribute expressed, Ken Hall changed the game forever. His name will always be spoken with admiration and respect. Rest in peace, Sugar Land Express. Tributes to Ken Hall. Number 3. Don't sit down and wait for opportunities to come. Get up and make them. Dr. Virginia Kimbrough Newell lived by these words, dedicating her life to education, equality, and service. She passed away at the age of 107, leaving behind a legacy that will continue to inspire generations. Dr. Newell's passion for mathematics began in childhood, overcoming barriers to become a leader in education. She excelled in school, earned multiple degrees, and paved the way for future educators. Her knowledge shaped countless students as a professor at Winston-Salem State University, where she also championed computer science education. Beyond the classroom, she made history as one of the first African-American women elected to Winston-Salem's Board of Aldermen. For 16 years, she worked tirelessly to improve housing, advocate for racial equality, and uplift her community. Her influence extended far beyond North Carolina, earning her the Order of the Long Leaf Pine, one of the state's highest honors. Her contributions were recognized with numerous awards, yet her greatest achievement was the lives she touched. Students, colleagues, and community leaders remember her as a mentor, a trailblazer, and a source of strength. Her commitment to justice and education led to a street being named in her honor and her name memorialized at Winston-Salem State University. Following her passing, tributes poured in from those who admired her work. The Winston-Salem Chronicle described her as a beacon of hope and progress, while the National Association of Mathematicians honored her impact on the field. Dr. Newell's influence will continue to be felt through the educators she inspired and the communities she strengthened. She is survived by her family and all those who carry forward her mission of education and equality. Though she is no longer with us, her legacy will remain as a guiding light. Tributes to Virginia Newell. Number 2. Red Larill changed the fitness world not just through his achievements, but through his unwavering passion for helping others live healthier lives. A pioneer in the fitness industry, Red spent over 6 decades shaping the way people approached health and wellness. Winning Mr. America in 1960 was just the beginning. His influence stretched far beyond competition stages. After serving in the U.S. Navy, he built something extraordinary in Lafayette, Louisiana, a gym that became a second home for thousands. With just $250 borrowed from his father, Red opened a small fitness center in 1963. That space grew into Red's Health and Racket Club, a 230,000 square foot fitness landmark. More than just a gym, it became a hub for camaraderie, discipline, and lifelong fitness. Generations of members trained under his philosophy. He led by example, greeting guests personally and keeping the space pristine, instilling values of commitment and hard work. Beyond his contributions to fitness, Red had a deep love for learning and collecting. Whether it was antique airplanes, high-wheel bicycles, or exotic cars, his curiosity never faded. In 1987, he earned his degree from the University of Southwestern Louisiana, proving that education and growth are lifelong pursuits. Honored as an outstanding alumnus and receiving the Club Industry Lifetime Achievement Award, Red's impact extended far beyond the gym walls. His dedication was recognized nationally, yet he remained a humble, hardworking man. UL Lafayette praised him for his decades of generosity, and industry leaders celebrated his lifelong commitment to health and wellness. His influence reached countless individuals who credit him for changing not only their fitness journeys but also their lives. At 88, Red passed away peacefully, leaving behind a legacy that will endure for generations. His wife, Emma, and their children carry on his vision, ensuring that the community he built continues to thrive. The Lafayette fitness world and beyond will forever remember the man who turned a passion into a movement. His gym, his values, and the countless lives he touched will stand as a testament to his extraordinary life. Tributes to Red Larill. What's trending on the internet? News 1. Severe storms swept through the Midwest and South, leaving a trail of destruction and tragic loss. At least 17 people have died after a powerful tornado outbreak struck multiple states on March 14th, and forecasters warn the severe weather may continue. The National Weather Service, NWS, reported that tornadoes began in Missouri and spread across Arkansas, Texas, and beyond. Missouri authorities confirmed 11 fatalities across several counties, while Arkansas officials reported 3 deaths and nearly 30 injuries. In Texas, dangerous winds contributed to 3 vehicle-related fatalities. Emergency responders are working around the clock to assist affected communities. The patrol and local agencies continue incident operations in several locations, the Missouri State Highway Patrol said in a statement. The first tornado touched down at 3:03 p.m., carving a nearly 10-mile path of destruction. More followed, sweeping through towns and leaving homes and businesses in ruins. Residents shared heartbreaking images of collapsed buildings and scattered debris. Meteorologists warn that more storms are expected, with tornado watches issued for Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Tennessee, and Georgia. Wind speeds could reach EF4 strength, with gusts over 74 miles per hour. Despite the devastation, first responders, volunteers, and neighbors are rallying to support those impacted. Relief efforts are underway, and authorities urge residents to stay alert and follow safety updates. As the cleanup begins, communities remain resilient, focusing on recovery and helping one another through this challenging time. News 2. A community is mourning the loss of 2-year-old Dane Paulson after his body was found in the Siletz River, bringing closure to a heartbreaking search. Dane was last seen playing outside his family's rural Oregon home on March 1st. Despite extensive efforts by authorities and volunteers, his body was discovered about 3 miles downstream on March 11th. The Lincoln County Sheriff's Office later confirmed his cause of death as drowning, with no signs of trauma. Search and recovery diver Juan Heredia, founder of Angels Recovery Dive Team, traveled 12 hours from California to assist in the search. Speaking to local media, Heredia shared the emotional moment he found Dane in 6 feet of water near a tree. "It's just hard to believe," he said. "There are no words." Heredia declined any payment from the Paulson family, stating he only wanted to help them find closure. "She was very thankful," he recalled of his conversation with Dane's mother. The tragedy has deeply affected the local community, with an outpouring of support for the family. A GoFundMe campaign has raised nearly $26,000 to assist with expenses. Authorities and search teams have praised the dedication of those involved in the search and recovery efforts. While the loss is devastating, the community stands together in support of the Paulson family, honoring Dane's memory with love and kindness. News 3. YouTube fans are mourning the loss of Philip Eniwali, known online as P2 is the name, after the popular content creator was found deceased in Los Angeles County at just 26 years old. According to the LA County Coroner's Office, Eniwali was discovered in a mailroom on Friday, March 15th, at approximately 3:11 p.m. The cause of death has not been disclosed, and an investigation is ongoing. Eniwali built an impressive career on YouTube, amassing over 3.8 million subscribers through his engaging NBA 2K and Fortnite gameplay, vlogs, and lifestyle content. Since launching his channel in 2011, he had been regarded as an influential figure in the gaming community, inspiring many young creators. His entrepreneurial spirit extended beyond YouTube, as he also founded Wally Couture, a clothing brand, and Iced Entertainment. Following the heartbreaking news, tributes poured in from fans and fellow creators. Many recalled watching his videos religiously and expressed gratitude for the entertainment and inspiration he provided. "My good friend P2 is the name has passed away. Wow. I'm honestly at a loss for words," one fellow creator shared. "He was always so kind to me and gave me so much content creation advice." Despite recent mentions in his videos about feeling lost, Eniwali's legacy as a self-made success remains an inspiration. His influence on the gaming community and beyond will not be forgotten. News 4. At least 16 people were injured when an overcrowded roof collapsed during a party near the University of Pittsburgh. Authorities responded to the scene just before 5:30 p.m. on Friday, March 14th, after reports of a porch collapse with injuries on Semple Street in central Oakland. According to the Pittsburgh Public Safety Department, a large crowd had gathered in a communal courtyard behind the residence, with some individuals standing on the porch's roof. Witnesses estimated that between 300 and 500 people were at the party when the roof gave way. A video shared on social media captured the moment of the collapse, showing multiple people falling as the structure failed. Emergency responders transported 16 individuals to the hospital, with 13 in stable condition and 3 in serious but stable condition. Most injuries were minor, including arm and leg injuries and concussions, but one person is believed to have suffered a leg fracture. Several others were treated on site for minor abrasions. The Department of Permits, Licenses and Inspections condemned the damaged porch but confirmed that the main structure remained sound. One partygoer, Michael Estison, who was on the roof at the time, described the terrifying moment. "It all just happened in the blink of an eye," he said. The University of Pittsburgh police are working with city officials to investigate. Authorities urge students and residents to avoid standing on rooftops, emphasizing the dangers of overcrowding. News 5. Police in Tokyo have arrested a suspect in the tragic death of 22-year-old YouTuber Irie Sato, who was attacked while live streaming. According to Japan's Kyodo News, Sato was walking alone in Shinjuku Ward around 9:50 a.m. on March 11th when she was suddenly attacked. Viewers on her live stream reportedly heard her screaming for help before the connection went dark. Witnesses at the scene described a man in a black hat attacking Sato. Authorities quickly responded and arrested Kenji Takano, 42, at the scene. Investigators believe Takano tracked Sato's location using landmarks in her livestream background. However, police say this was not a random act. Takano allegedly told officers that he and Sato had known each other since 2021 and had financial disputes. He claimed he had lent her more than 2 million yen, about $13,500, since 2022, but had not been repaid. Authorities confirmed that both had previously spoken with police about their disagreements. Takano reportedly traveled nearly 60 miles from Oyama to Tokyo after Sato announced her live stream. At the time of his arrest, Takano was in possession of 2 knives. Sato suffered multiple stab wounds to her neck and chest and was transported to a hospital, where she was pronounced dead. Takano told investigators he did not intend to kill her. The case remains under investigation. News 6. 2 people lost their lives after a small plane crashed near Pitt Greenville Airport in North Carolina on Friday morning, March 14th. According to the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, the Beechcraft Bonanza aircraft went down at approximately 7:50 a.m. local time. The cause of the crash remains under investigation. North Carolina Highway Patrol Public Information Officer Rico Stevens confirmed that upon arrival, emergency crews launched a search for survivors. No passengers or survivors were located, he said during a press conference. Authorities are still working to identify the victims and notify their families. "We're in the process of investigating the scene and making next-of-kin contact," Stevens added, noting that there is no set time frame for when further details will be released. The plane was reportedly en route to Vero Beach, Florida, and had taken off from Pitt Greenville Airport just minutes before the crash. Flight records indicate the aircraft departed at 7:46 a.m. Investigators said the plane was found in the yard of Consolidated Pipe and Supply, a local business, but did not appear to have struck the roadway. No injuries were reported on the ground. The National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, has taken over the investigation. Officials said an investigator is en route to document the crash site and further examine the aircraft. Flight operations at Pitt Greenville Airport remain unaffected. Authorities are asking for patience as they continue gathering information. News 7. James Van Der Beek is opening up about his battle with colorectal cancer and how it has changed his perspective on life, family, and self-worth. The Dawson's Creek actor shared an emotional Instagram video titled, "What Cancer Taught Me," on March 8th, marking his 48th birthday with a deeply personal message. "It has been the hardest year of my life," Van Der Beek admitted, reflecting on his diagnosis in November 2024. He explained that for years, he defined himself through his career, then as a dedicated husband and father to his 6 children. However, cancer forced him to confront his mortality and rethink his sense of identity. "I had to come nose to nose with death," he said, "and all those definitions that I cared so deeply about were stripped from me." Van der Beek shared that during treatment, he was unable to help his family in the ways he once had. "I could no longer be a husband who was helpful to my wife. I could no longer be a father who could pick up his kids and put them to bed," he explained. Through self-reflection and meditation, he found peace in realizing, "I am worthy of God's love, simply because I exist." He encouraged his followers to embrace the same mindset, adding, "You are worthy of love." Despite the challenges, Van der Beek remains optimistic. "There's reason for hope, and I'm feeling good," he said when first revealing his diagnosis. Number 1. A writer is someone who sees the world a little differently and isn't afraid to tell the truth. Felice Picano lived by this belief, shaping not only literature but also the voices of an entire generation. His passing at 81 leaves a lasting legacy in LGBTQ+ storytelling and publishing. A pioneer in gay literature, Picano's work broke barriers at a time when representation was scarce. He was a founding member of the Violet Quill, a literary group that reshaped modern queer writing. His novels, including The Lure and Like People in History, captured the vibrancy, struggles, and triumphs of LGBTQ+ lives with remarkable honesty. Stephen King praised The Lure for its bravery, calling it explosive in its portrayal of gay life. Picano didn't just write stories, he created spaces for them. In 1977, he founded Seahorse Press, giving a platform to voices often ignored by mainstream publishing. Later, as co-founder of the Gay Presses of New York, he amplified the works of Dennis Cooper, Martin Duberman, and many others, ensuring a new era of queer literature thrived. Beyond fiction, he was a memoirist and critic, crafting works like Ambidextrous, The Secret Lives of Children, which blended sharp wit with heartfelt reflection. His impact extended to journalism, contributing insightful cultural critiques to The Advocate and other renowned publications. His passing was met with an outpouring of tributes from fans and fellow writers. The Lambda Literary Foundation, which honored him with the Pioneer Award in 2010, hailed him as a fearless advocate who forever changed the landscape of LGBTQ+ literature. Picano's influence stretched far beyond the printed page. His courage, mentorship, and unwavering commitment to visibility will continue to inspire generations to come. He leaves behind a body of work that speaks to resilience, love, and the power of storytelling. Felice Picano's legacy is not just in the books he wrote, but in the lives he touched and the doors he opened. His voice may be silent now, but his words will forever echo. Tributes to Felice Picano. Craig Richard Nelson's career was defined by versatility, passion, and an ability to leave a lasting impression in every role he played.